Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the YummyArts kitchen. Today we feature Tami Utley. Yay! You'll notice on your screen there that we've got the magazine open. Let me show you what this is. This is the latest issue of American Cake Decorating magazine. That's what it looks like. It's the September-October issue, and if you open it up to page 38, you'll notice that Tami Utley has a very nice featured article here.
It's a book review.
A very nice book review. That's our very own Tami Utley right there. So dash out, grab yourself a copy of American Cake Decorating magazine. But without any further ado, you are here to see the master, ladies and gentlemen, Tami Utley.
Hi, everybody. So nice to be here. Today we're going to learn some inlay technique. This is something that's actually been done for years with wood. And I know that Carrie Vincent did Vincent Marquetry, which years ago, I don't know if she originated it, but this is very similar to her technique. There is also another technique for inlay that I will briefly show you right now.
It used to be done in wood?
It's usually done in wood.
Yeah, it's not nearly as tasty.
No.
Except for termites.
Yeah,
they loved
really.
it.
Really. This is, you know, the marquetry is pretty gorgeous, and of course all the you know, royalty and the rich people have that done because it takes years and years and years to do it. But basically, to do it, I really like doing it with candy clay or chocolate clay because it smooths so much easier. But how one way to do inlay, oh, I shouldn't be putting cornstarch on that. Sorry about that. I'll just wipe it off. I just need it so it doesn't stick. One way to do it is to get your shape. I'm just going to get a little shape. And to get some other color. And the nice thing is that you roll this really thin. It doesn't have to be the same size. So I can just roll this out really thin. Again, make sure that you don't have cornstarch on here or on this, or powdered sugar. Powdered sugar would probably be okay, but not cornstarch. You need it to stick. And you just take a shape and you cut it out. Okay. And then you place it on here. And you can put some plastic wrap on, or a piece of parchment paper on top, piece of vinyl on top. I don't. I live dangerously, and I just roll over it. And you gotta roll circular when you do it, because what happens is it's gonna make the shape bigger. See how this is now a lot bigger? But it impresses and merges this.
Oh.
So now it's one piece. See that? Isn't that pretty? But you have to go in circles to keep the shape. And the reason why I'm not doing this today is because it really does distort these leaf shapes. I mean, if I were doing something like a simple flower or a simple leaf, you know, no big deal. But, you know, something like this, it's really going to distort the shape, and you're not really going to be able to see the leaf impression. But this is really, I mean, it's a really nice way. And then you can pick it up, you can lay it on the cake, whatever. See, it doesn't fall off or anything like that. The key is not to put cornstarch or powdered sugar on your pieces so that they will stick together. If you do, it's no big deal. Just a teeny tiny little bit of water, or brush off the extra, or polish it with your hand like I did, and on it goes. Okay, see how easy that is? Very pretty. Okay.
Awesome.
But we are going to do the inlay technique that I originally learned, and that's where we are going to actually do it on the cake. Or you could do it on like your cake board, which I also did. But okay, so I'm actually going to take this off. And we're going to get our cake out. Now, what I did do is I did a double barrel cake. And the reason I did a double barrel is because a lot of people, they're just all the rage right now. And a double barrel is basically 2 layers the same size. So a 6-inch by 4-inch and another 6-inch by 4-inch. So it's 8 layers of cake, you know, because you toured it. So it's big. And if you look at this cake over here, I don't know if you can see it, the original one in the picture, it's 8 inches high. It's 2 8s, an 8 by 8, and then it's a 6 by 4. Okay, and they're very popular. They're the way you work with them. Some people are scared of them. They work with the same way you work with like 2 tiers. I actually have a real cake in here, and I did dowel it and cover it with frosting because it take me an hour just to show you that. So we want to see the inlays. Let me grab it. They travel the same way that you know, a 2-tiered cake would travel. And what I did is I did 2 layers, 8-inch, 2-inch layers. So I had 4 inches of 8 cake. I put in my dowels, I put in a board, and then I did 2 more layers. And then I actually put a dowel all the way through. I'll move, I don't know if he can see it. Let me see if I can tilt it. But I put a dowel in through the top because I don't want it to, I can't get my spatula over. Here we go. See the dowel, I put 2 little dowels through that right there and there so that it wasn't going to shift. Okay. And then I just covered it with buttercream frosting, not real well, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to cover it with, I'm going to give it a light layer and then I'm going to cover it with fondant. Okay, so that's a double barrel cake. We okay?
Yes.
We're going to cover this the same way we would cover a 4-inch cake. It's just 8 inches instead.